I mostly read all of my books physically. I've never listened to an audiobook.
Is vision board creating fake productivity? You are wasting your energy, to be honest.
If you want to gain more energy, you need to do things that will drain your energy.
I know that was the case with my ex when she used to read those kind of books into dark romanticism, and I'm like, what is this kind of books? Why don't you
What
read
do you want
self-help
me
books?
to do?
I was scared.
He's an amazing host, and I wish we can see
And
him having millions of subscribers in a few years, and then I'll come back. I love this question.
hello guys, welcome to our podcast. Welcome to the Rewired Podcast. And I will tell you, welcome Rewired Army. Why that? Maybe I'll tell you in sometime in later.
You're teasing me. Naughty, naughty.
But right now, today we have Aanam as our guest today, and we are going to talk about affirmations, manifestations, because her social media account is affirmation, and she is helping everyone in manifestation field. But we will also be talking about how concentration in today's generation is so low because of social media, and there are so many misconceptions into manifestation. We will also discuss on that, and plus we will discuss on how physical books are so important than reading just on the phone, right? So but before that, let me introduce what the Rewired Podcast is all about. Sorry, yeah, whatever.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Rewired Podcast is about the unconventional topics into business and life. I mean, it's all about living a life and growing a business based on your own belief systems, and not believing in those what society has have been telling us. So that's a Rewired Podcast, and I'm really excited to have you, Anam. How are you doing?
Hi, Yash. I'm really excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
You're
So,
welcome. Yes, if I'm excited too, because it is my first me being a host on a podcast for the first time, and you are also first time being on the podcast,
yeah.
right? And I
Yeah.
found you on social media because you were helping so many people in affirmations and stuff. So tell us about yourself. Tell hi to our audience, and tell us about yourself, who you are, and what you do.
Hi, guys. So, I'm Anam. I'm not really a content creator yet, but I love posting on social media. I've always been into posting. I Yeah, I love posting about positivity, manifestation, mindset shifts, and it's really amazing that I get to, talk about my personal life and, get to know such amazing people who are having the same, thinking and mindsets like me. I run a Threads account, and I think that's where me and Yash met. So it's really amazing. I share
Yeah,
daily
right.
affirmation. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
I
it's all about
I share
meeting our like-minded people, and
like-minded people, and it is so crazy because it's the first time for both of us. But I don't
exactly.
think we feel that awkwardness, right? It's just it has been
Yeah,
really fun till now.
it will be fun, and I hope it will be fun going ahead also, because we have really great questions coming ahead for our audience. And
Yes,
obviously, we have been sharing text on threads. Now we'll be sharing talks on a video. So it's the
yes,
same kind of thing. Hey, not a big difference.
yeah.
Right. So it's great. It's great to meet you, Anam. And today,
Thank you.
we will start with the questions. Let's start with a spicy topic. What
Okay.
are your thoughts on vision boards? Vision boards, like, is it helping people, or in affirmations and stuff? Tell me about it.
Okay. I love this question.
Right.
So, vision board, I think I made my first vision board back in 2024. Yeah. So 2024
Hmm.
was the first year where I created a vision board, and actually many things in that vision board actually came true without me even realizing, because I just had it in my room, stick to the wall, and it wasn't even like I was focusing so much on it. I would just look at it and just think about things, and I would just go on with my day. So yeah, vision boards, I it actually does help you because it helps you like picturize your goals, and and when things are in your head, when things pop up in your head, you automatically get ideas on how do I create this, how do I create that, how do I uh
Yeah, yeah,
like
exactly. It makes sense.
because
Vision boards are
I
like
got,
when you have that image in your mind, your subconscious mind starts working on that field, eh? But
yeah,
sometimes what happens is people will think that they are working on this goal and they feel productive, fake productivity, or you say what, negative productivity, which people would feel that they are working on something, but they are not. So, what are your thoughts on that? Like, is vision board creating fake productivity?
I don't think I don't believe in fake productivity unless you're doing it just for social media. So yeah, I think that should be behind the cameras as well. Your personality should be behind that camera as well. Your productive lifestyle which you're showcasing. So it
Right.
doesn't create fake. I think whatever kind of productivity it creates, I think it helps you in some or the other way, because you're doing something. You're not
Yeah.
doing, it's not like just sitting around and you're just thinking about it. You're actually doing something. You will just,
Right.
maybe for first 2 days you'll be like, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do that? But your brain will automatically generate different ideas which you did not even thought could be
Yeah.
possible of you
Right. It makes
thinking.
sense. It's about action, and when you have a little bit goal on what you want to do,
Yeah,
and then when you start taking action, you might face some problems, but then you will also find the solutions to it. Eh? Right.
right,
Makes
right.
sense. So yeah, that's like really great topic, and your take on that is like great. There's nothing like fake productivity. You just gotta do the work, eh?
Yeah.
That's I love that. So let's talk on like how, because you talked on social media, like people keep on posting on social media all day and maybe scrolling reels. So how the concentration levels in today's generation have been affected by social media and phones.
See, I have been a victim to that. I mean, I think I still am, because sometimes in the morning I'll just have a good day, I'll get ideas, my brain will create some or the other things, and by the end of the day, I will forget most of everything that I've thought in the morning. I will not even remember what I ate in breakfast. So
Um,
it does, I think it affects a lot of your concentration and attention span. It it's just, it's actually very true, because what I mean, you will not even you know remember the reel you watched 15 seconds ago. I think
right. And
that's
even that affects in studies too, right? How
not
how
studies, definitely. I mean, I will have an exam the next day. I will study it for it today, tonight. And once I'm done with my exam, I will forget about it, like, oh my god.
Oh my God. So what do you think of the technology being affected by this? Is it the only, so the question is, the problem is of the technology, or is it also us?
It's obviously us as well, because I think there is a 50-50 group of everything. Like, let's say one is brain rotting content, and other one is where it helps us become disciplined, and it reminds us. I mean, there were many Insta pages which reminds us that I follow an Insta page, and it like tells us how much time we have left in this year and how much time we have spent. So I think that hits our brain into thinking that, oh, I have just wasted, what have I done in the last
Yeah, yeah,
3 months.
yeah. Those kind of
So
accounts I have been in.
so yeah.
I have been seeing that too, and it's all
Hmm.
about setting boundaries. Like If you want to use social
Yeah.
media, it's not a bad thing. You can get content ideas, you can get, read books on social media
Hmm.
too if you follow those kind of accounts. The thing is, you gotta stop yourself from doing for
Right.
only for limited
Right.
time, right? It's about
Hmm.
setting
Right.
boundaries.
It,
And it's, yeah, go ahead.
it's very difficult to stop ourselves when we know that we are going into a very bad lifestyle, but still we don't stop. So I think that's what we need to realize early, because there is a half, there's half and half of everything. There
Yeah,
are good content also which will help you, if you want to become a creator or something, it will help you a lot better than paid stuff. It will
yeah,
help you for free. Like, we have a lot of YouTube courses as well which are 100% free. We just need to allot our time to that. We need to be disciplined about learning and
yeah. Yeah,
being
yeah. So
productive, but then
one of the
that's
topic on my reels was, you don't need time management, you need energy management, and it goes to the same topic what you are talking right now. Like, your energy should be managed, and you should know where you are putting your energy into. If it's good for you, if it's making you learn something, then that's what you should be
right.
doing,
Right.
right?
And
And
mm, one
yeah,
thing that I
yeah, go ahead.
mm, no, you go ahead, it's fine.
Okay, let me go ahead. Yeah, so it was same. It was a counter question with your thing, because you said talk, listening to YouTube courses, podcast, and reading books. So with the reading books, do you read audiobooks, or is it better to read like physical books?
No, I never read books on my phone. I think I just read it to like get the overview, and if it is worth buying that book, and then only I'm gonna invest in that book. So yeah. So I mostly read all of my books physically. I just don't get the feeling of reading a book from a tablet or a Kindle or a anywhere
Yeah,
digitally. I don't know.
exactly.
It's
Exactly.
just
I
my
asked this question because it was on the thing, but I should not have asked this question, because I know I am also that kind of person who is like, I write on paper with pen and paper, and I read
yeah.
my physical books. Oh, and I love this book. This book is because of this book I have inspired to start with my Rewired podcast and my YouTube channel. So yeah,
My everyday book.
Atomic Habits. I love that book.
I like this book because I just feel that when you get this discipline of reading a book, that book is all that will, revolve in your head. And then you will remind yourself, especially self development, self help books, because it will remind yourself what you're doing wrong every day. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
And sometimes I don't understand. I'm not going to oppose it, but I don't understand why people keep on reading fiction books for so many hours,
I
where
know.
they are getting only stories and
I know.
no. Yeah,
Fake expectations, fake hopes. It's not even realistic.
yeah. And sometimes some people, and one of my friend in my school time, and he was like, uh, I like to read these romantic books. Do you have a girlfriend? I'm like, do you have a girlfriend? What? Why do you read these kind of books?
I know. It's mostly very famous in girls because there are a lot of weird books out there, and it's it it was a phase for me. I'm not going to deny. I had this
Yeah.
phase as well where I used to just go on Wattpad and read such books. If you know Wattpad books, they are the worst
I know,
ones. Oh my
I know that that was the case with my ex when she used to, read those kind of books into dark romanticism, and
god.
I'm like, what is this kind of books? Why don't you
What
read
do you
self-help
want me to
books?
do?
I was scared, and that's why I left her. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So
So
I wanted
obviously,
to, I wanted, I want to say that when you talked about energies, so I realized that the lesser energy that we, uh, you know, I don't know how to say it. I just have it in my head. If you
the
wanna
less
gain
energy we.
energy, if you wanna gain more energy, you need to do things that will drain your energy. like
Okay.
working out, going for
Right.
walks, going for a run. And the things that you feel do not drain your energy are actually the ones that are draining your energy. Like, let's say, for example, scrolling on Instagram. You're not doing any physical work. So,
Yeah.
but you mentally, you are getting messed up a lot.
Yeah. And
So, yeah,
in that case, you're not draining. You are wasting your energy, to be honest.
wasting your energy.
And
Absolutely.
go by going to gym,
Who will?
walks, doing yoga and meditation. You are in a kind of pushing
Hmm,
your limits to how much energy you can
hmm,
spend, how much calories you can burn. So every time you go for a walk or a
yeah.
run, you are pushing your limits.
Hmm.
Right.
And it feels like my brain just becomes open to so many things, and it just feels so amazing after I'm done with the workout or I'm done with the walk. And after I'm done with scrolling, it it is I feel like, what, I don't feel it, I feel like a robot. I actually
I
feel like
know.
a robot. My
I know,
brain does
right?
not
Yeah.
have any. Yeah.
You're just stuck in that
Hmm.
little piece of
Yeah.
gadget, which you have to use
Hmm.
it, but you're not using it and wasting it. I mean, not you, but
Waste.
in general. And so
Yeah.
yeah, that's where the other point comes, is you go for walk and all that stuff, and you do your work, do the
Yeah.
action, take the action that you need to take, and that's what we call productivity. So what do you
Yeah.
think of productivity in sense of let me draft this question in a sense, right? uh, we think like I should not go to run, I'm so tired today, let me just take a chill pill and a self-care day. I will take a self-care
Yeah.
day off, and I don't
Hmm.
want to do anything else. So do you compare self-care as non-productive thing?
If it is including you actually taking care of yourself, you cleaning your room, meditating, maybe you're having a skincare routine, maybe you're having a time where you're just journaling and all of that.
Right,
So I
makes
think
sense.
even that is because it is very important that uh how do I say that? I am
Even that
actually getting this hits
even even
where I
even that
feel
thing is
very nervous.
important. You mean to say self-care is important, right?
It is very important. It doesn't have to be a gender thing that only girls can do self care, only boys can't do this, boys only have to do, have to be productive with them. No, it's journaling.
Yeah,
Why is it always gender based on genders, right?
I know, right? I don't like that because when one side they say it should be equal, and the other side it's like lot different things for lot different rules for all the
Yeah.
all the people.
Yeah, I don't think we should judge anyone. I think it's very important for both guys and girls to have a good skincare routine. You cannot.
Skincare routine, yeah, obviously everyone has skins, everyone has you know
Yeah, yeah, and sometimes maybe a girl's skin is is very much immune than a guy's skin, and it is not an issue. It's fine.
yeah,
But people will make such a big deal that, oh my god, you're a guy. Why are you applying
yeah,
this serum? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? It's
I
fine.
know that. Yeah. Though
So
it's not the case in
I.
here. And sometimes I have seen in India, like if I go buy face cream, and
Hmm,
they would be like, my friends would be like, "Are you a girl?" I'm like, "How does it matter? And how does
yeah,
it relate to being a girl or a
yeah.
boy?" Right? But here it's completely fine. It's different, and let's not go
Hmm.
to India and Canada. Let's
Yeah,
stick to how
I am
productivity
very
is the thing.
sorry. I'm very sorry. I get a bit off topic sometimes. I do that to myself as
It's
well.
completely
Okay.
fine. It's a podcast. We are not interviewing, so it's completely fine. We are just having raw talks.
Yeah, right.
And yeah, I mean, it's been, I think, 20, 15, 20 minutes, and it's been really
Yeah.
good podcast with you. I mean, that's all the questions I have, but this is important. This thing, I thought that a quick fire round would be something interesting for people, right? And
Yes. What?
all you got to do is I'll ask you a question, You answer me either in one word or one statement. It's completely fine, right? So let me get my notes here with me. We'll start with
Let's go.
because we talked on concentration and mindset. Best book you would recommend for self improvement and mindset?
The
Only
power
one.
of subconscious mind.
Power of subconscious mind. Huge. One self care activity everyone should do. Everyone should try.
Workout,
Workout. What kind of workout?
which drains your energy physically, but not
Okay.
mentally.
Right. Makes sense. A cardio or weighted workouts, gym workouts, and
Yeah.
yoga included too.
Even
Okay.
meditation and yoga is, yeah.
It's a kind of a, you know, self
Hmm.
care activity.
Self care.
Uh, you only have to choose one: physical book, audiobook, or a digital reader.
Physical book, obviously.
Always, always, right? Always, right.
I've
Okay,
never,
and
I've never, I've never I've never heard, I've never listened to an audiobook, I,
right. Uh, one goal that you will have in your future, that is
hmm,
like you will have to achieve it no matter what.
mm, one goal. I think
Fast,
I
fast, fast.
want to, yeah, doing workouts every day.
Doing workouts every day. That's not a
Yeah.
future goal. That's a daily goal.
Financial freedom.
Financial freedom. Okay, okay, that's nice. That's nice. We are not in hurry. We have time. I'm just making you. you know, it's getting fun, so I like it. And
Yeah.
yeah, that's about it. I mean, it's been really great conversation. So tell our viewers where they can find you on socials. Give us your social media handle.
So my social media handle is affirmbabe,
Yeah,
and
I will write it
Yash
out,
will
write it down on the
bring,
screen. Yeah, and
yeah,
also in the description. Always, all
in
my
the
links are in the description. And if you are someone who wants to be beside me, just like today is Anam, and share your insights, then you know where to find the links, right? And
yes.
just Anam, how was your experience today?
It was amazing. It was actually very friendly. It was very
Right?
not at all, nervous, not at all. It was really fun. He is an amazing host, and I wish we can see
And
him having millions of subscribers in a few years, and then I'll come back.
obviously, my vision board says that I have at least 100,000 subscribers. I mean, numbers are not important, but the community we build and the
Yes,
family we
that's
make, and we are helping here. And obviously,
yes,
I'm pretty sure that we found so much resources, so much valuable stuff from this podcast. And Anam, it was really great to have you on this podcast. And Rewired Podcast is all about building your own belief systems and breaking the society norms which are not
yes.
real. Thank you,
Right.
Anam. Have a good one.
Thank you so much.